Alrighty, what's going on everybody, Ninja Star here, and today we are back at it again with a Dragon Ball video for you all. Now today's Dragon Ball video is going to be once again discussing Dragon Ball voice acting. It's been a while since I've done a VA video, so this might seem a little different to my new subscribers. But to the people who have been following my channel for a while, you'd know I have a passion and interest for voice acting. I find a lot of the history behind FUNimation very interesting, and I love how much effort voice actors put into their work. I've done analysis videos in the past about a voice actor specifically, and I thought I'd return to doing my favorite type of Dragon Ball videos to do on this channel. Voice acting isn't really something that's discussed in this community frequently, but that doesn't stop me from talking a lot about today's topic. In today's video, we will be discussing the top 5 English voices for Dragon Ball. There have been plenty of people in this series doing voice work for one or more characters. In this video, I will discuss my personal favorites on the English side of things. This includes the original Dragon Ball Z, and Kai, GT, and Dragon Ball Super. To keep things easy, only one role per voice actor, just to make sure Sabat doesn't flood most of my picks. Sorry dude, but I love your work either way. And yes, I will indeed discuss Japanese voice actors sometime later, so stay tuned for that. All that rambling aside, let's discuss Dragon Ball yet again. Number 5 for me has to be Ayres as Frieza in Dragon Ball Z Kai onwards. Now, the previous major English voices for Frieza were Pauline Newstone in the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z, and Linda Young in the FUNI dub, and other media until Kai. These voices were...
I am not, how do you say, the kidding type.
Please, what? Please? You? Alright then?
Yeah. The two weren't bad voice actresses by any means. Hell, I loved Linda Young as Genkai in Yu Yu Hakusho, but geez, they did not fit the role of Frieza at all. Frieza in the Japanese adaptation was played as a tyrannical, cold-hearted murderer. In these dubs, he, or I should say she, sounded like an old witch. No, that's not it. Thankfully, Ayres did the role of Frieza justice, having similarities to the original Japanese, while also keeping intact to his own unique portrayal.
Bearing that fact in mind, I still have quite a bit of leeway. Yes, my friend, quite. 50% of my power, but a paltry half. A half should suffice to grind you into space dust.
He sounds a lot creepier in this dub, and in a good way too. He has that intimidating and sly tone to him that makes Ayres so loved by fans. He makes Frieza fit so well with his true character, and that's why he's number 5. Now moving on to number 4, we have Sonny Strait as Krillin. Sonny gives the character of Krillin such a lovable voice, if I just gonna throw that in there right here. As much as I love Mayumi Tanaka for Krillin, I think she was much better suited for Luffy than Krillin, although I still do love her performance. Krillin has this relatable side to him and a down-to-earth personality in which Sonny captures ideally.
You know, I don't mean to be the negative one here, Gohan, but if Vegeta's willing to accept our help in this fight, this Frieza must be the scariest guy in the entire universe. So I'm guessing the gloves and the shoes are made out of the same material?
With every line, he has that good-natured personality and the humble attitude that Krillin should have. Krillin also has his awkward and goofy moments, which I think is a huge plus for the voice actor with how he portrays it.
Wait! You can't just start swinging at me first thing in the morning! I'm not even warmed up yet!
It's probably because he's used to playing Usopp in One Piece, but either way it embodies Krillin greatly, and that character almost comes to life. He also does really well in his serious moments and screams. You can hear the tensity in Krillin's voice as he speaks, and the concern is always present somewhere in those lines.
Frieza, he's come back to life! 18! She's really gone! That monster!
Sonny Strait lives up to everything Krillin stands for and much more. Love this dude so much, and I think he's definitely an underrated one on this list. Going from that, let's now talk about my number 3 pick for this list. Sinclair as Whis. Now this is a more recent one, as this Ten made his debut in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods in 2013. As a matter of fact, the dub for that movie only came out in 2014, so yeah, it's kind of recent. So how did a voice actor in such short time live up to being one of the greatest English voice actors for Dragon Ball in general? Well, here you have Sinclair. Ian portrays Whis in such a way that's very similar to like how it is in Japanese, having that polite, calm, and elegant tone to it.
Yes, as I've said, he's called Goku, though Kakarot is his given Saiyan name. And at the moment, it appears that he's doing some sort of training on the North Kai's world. Approximately 26 minutes and 44 seconds, my lord.
Ian's good at taking notes from the Japanese and adding to it, like in his previous work in One Piece where he voiced Brook, who sounds just as good the Japanese in my opinion. I know I'm making a lot of One Piece analogies here, but a lot of voice actors do the same work on there, and the character personalities can be compared to in that series. But back to the topic at hand. Whis also has this humorous side to him, showing great love for Earth foods, and Ian Sinclair portrays this excitement for the character greatly in this performance.
Of course not. We've come here for that offering of the strawberry sundae. Oh, Bulma, what is this sweet white substance? Stupid. You said it, not me.
It makes us laugh while still keeping us intact for Whis' character. He's very consistent with how he gives the performance, as his personality is simple to pinpoint, yet also has a serious, somewhat complex side to him which lets us seriously know the stakes at hand. I love Ian for this Whis performance, and I think he's going to be just as good like this for the future of Dragon Ball Super. Transitioning to number 2 on this list, we have Christopher Sabat as Vegeta. Starting off in Chris Sabat's early days, this Vegeta was kind of just an impression of Brian Drummond to keep things consistent with what was going on Toonami with the Ocean dub previously and whatnot.
Slide them over your head. And if that doesn't work, I'll come over there and force them down for you. The armor's expandable, remember? I was wearing that type of...
Even after Funimation had more freedom for Dragon Ball Z, the English voice acting wasn't always hitting. Some moments captured Vegeta great, like his sacrifice, admitting Goku is better, and pretty much stuff mostly from the Buu saga. Everything beforehand though was still kinda cheesy. It didn't always have that arrogant, prideful, and yet understandable personality we knew and loved him for, until Kai rolled around. Oh my gosh. Vegeta was given justice by Sabat, showcasing the prideful and yet not too gruff performance, which felt a lot more natural compared to the forced, raspy, and always cocky voice before.
The key to defeating you is to obliterate you so completely, your regeneration won't be possible. Goodbye to you all, Bulma, Trunks, and yes, even you, Kakarot.
Vegeta had that compelling personality, making him so memorable to many fans, making him so iconic to this day. No wonder he's a favorite character to many people. I think Sabat did Vegeta so well in the Kai dub and onwards, and I'm hoping he's still going to improve in Dragon Ball Super, which has really been showing with, what's been airing on Toonami from the looks of it. Now, before I give my number 1 pick, I would like to show off some honorable mentions.
That ton of lard was a good warm-up. That's definitely no illusion technique. I couldn't trace his energy when he disappeared.
Of course not, Krillin. It will be much more difficult.
Oh, yeah! Come to Papa, baby!
What happened to all that bravado? Are you finally beginning to understand, Vegeta? The power of perfection?
And no man comes into another man's house and starts telling him what to do. You're out of line. We're not here to bow down to your demands. We're here to fight. Goku, this time I'm gonna finish you off for good.
All I had to do was look in your file at the high school.
Yeah, I should have guessed.
So what's the big idea? Well, he's not quite another. He's not strictly Saiyan like Goku or Vegeta, but I know he has Saiyan blood to go with a righteous heart.
This is really happening? The whole world's about to see its hero get his lunch eaten by a pug-nosed toddler. I'll be a laughing stock. Now, when I say little nudge, that's exactly what I mean.
I would have been if it weren't for the help of Supreme Kai, but that's all in the past. Wait. It's faint, but I can still sense something. But barely.
A Super Saiyan. That may not be what I'm looking for, but it certainly comes close. Whis, how long will it take us to get to North Kai's planet?
Now, my number 1 pick is one I think a lot of people can agree with, and that's Sean Schemmel as Goku. I know. I had already had Peter Columbus as Goku in the honorable mentions, and I said 1 role per voice actor, so what's the deal? Well, I said one role per voice actor, not voice actor per role. No, but all jokes aside, as much as I like Peter Kalamis, shameless plug for the video I made on him in the corner right there, I think Schemmel is overall not only the best Goku, but the best English voice actor for a Dragon Ball role overall. Starting off like many earlier DBZ voice actors, it wasn't that great. It began as an Ian Corlett / Peter Kalamis impression then.
Gohan and Krillin are going to need my help. I've got to do something.
And when FUNI got to redub the whole series, the voice was okay. Nothing too revolutionary, but Sean was still a good enough Goku to pass off. He nailed the screams, portrayed the character well enough for a shonen protagonist, but he still had that corny and un-Goku-like moments, but I think that was purely due to the dialogue. But even then, you know, Schemmel still had that, kind of didn't really know what the Goku voice was going to be like. And then, like the Sabat incident, Dragon Ball Z Kai rolled around. Goku became so good here. Not only did Sean ideally capture the character with new written dialogue and an outstanding performance,
I am the Super Saiyan Son Goku!
But he also showed how good the English side of Dragon Ball actually is. Every serious moment for Goku was very intimidating, and yet he still had that pure-hearted attitude, making it flow well throughout the entirety of the franchise onwards.
For Gohan, Chi-Chi, everyone on Earth, and the future of Namek, I am not about to give up!
Almost every scene Goku was in, he nailed it and made the Saiyans so memorable. I love Masako Nozawa's performance so much, and even though voice acting can be a plus when it's closer to the original language, it's also great to be unique. Sean did exactly this, and while the differences between the two are distinct, they both capture the spirit of Goku with their portrayals and interpretations of the character. And I think Sean embodied this greatly with certain iconic scenes for English Dragon Ball. He's getting better and better as Super's going on, and I'm always pleased to hear him as Goku. Sean not only set the standard for Goku as a character, but English Dragon Ball voice acting as a whole. So yeah guys, that's just been my video for you all, talking about the best, or what I find the best, Dragon Ball English voices. I love and respect Funimation for their work on this franchise, and I hope they'll keep going places as a dubbing company. This video I made wasn't to put one voice actor over the other, because I think they're all talented in their own individual right, and I respect each and every one. It was very hard making this list and narrowing it down to 5, which is why the honorable mentions are more than you think. I would like to hear you guys' favorite English voices for Dragon Ball in the comments down below. I hope to do more detailed voice acting videos like this in the future, so tell me if you guys want to see more, because even though these videos take a lot of time, they're my favorite type of Dragon Ball content to make on this channel. But anyways guys, thanks so much for watching, and Ninja out. Peace everybody.